Yo, hello my friend, hello and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, this is my first video in my channel, so I hope you will enjoy it. But I'm just present or talks about the lesson in biology. Okay, now I am going to talk and present about some exciting topics in biology. Oh wait. Before we start our lecture or our talks, let's recite doa first. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wa syukr alaina min khalain rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Amin. Okay. Now I want to change my clothes first, then we can start our shares today. Now wait. Okay, now I'm done. Change my clothes. This is my lab coat. Okay, I'm just bought it from Shopee. Just promote la. No. Okay, that is in Arabic we say la. That is mean no. Okay, now I want to tell you something about this that is unusually knowledge from any public figures or many talkers. What I want to say is everything in our topics, in this topic, was came from our God. It is created by our God. And why we have to learn it? Because when we learn it, we can be getting near to our God. Then getting and adding our faith to our God. Okay, the first one start when you start your study or your lecture, just don't forget to recite doa. And in Arabic we say niat. Just you must control your niat and make sure your niat is for our God. It is for Allah. Okay, now let's proceed to our talks, and let's see my slideshow. Haha. Okay, now so let's check it out about kingdom of Protista. So the first of all, I want to share about the kingdom of Protista. So what is the Protista? We must know about their characteristic first, because in some idioms in Malaysia say tak kenal maka tak cinta. That just joking. That just joking. Okay, now get to the point. Protista is not human, okay? So there is no important to love it. Okay, now we move to, now let's see its characteristics. Okay, it is unicellular, colonial or multicellular organism, and then autotroph. It is also autotroph, heterotroph, or both. And then their habitat is in the aquatic. The Protista is most life in water. Protistian nuclei contain multiple DNA strands, though the number of nucleotides is significantly less than in more complex multicellular eukaryotes. It means it had many strains. It created by many strains. It created with many strains. DNA it created with multiple DNA strands, but cannot beat the complex multicellular eukaryotes DNA strands. Okay, got it? You got it? Okay, now let's continue. Now, characteristics of alga. Characteristic of alga. Yeah. Now, what about alga? Okay, alga. No, it is Malaysian. Okay, algae. Okay. So that they have their own characteristics too. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, characteristic of algae. It is eukaryotic, unicellular, and multicellular organisms. And then it is photosynthetic. And their photosynthetic pigment is chlorophyll A and other accessory pigments. Classification is based on pigment composition. Their habitat is aquatic. It's like protista. And then algae considered as plant like but without true plant structure. That is mean no root, no stems and leaf like other plants. Okay, and then classification of algae. Okay, now you can see what I can see now. This is two image of classification of algae. Okay, now there is two types of algae. The first one is phylum Chlorophyta. It is green algae, and phylum Phaeophyta. Okay, or another we call it is Fucus. Okay, now let's move to the next. Okay, algae chlorophyll. Okay, algae chlorophyll. It has unique characteristics. Okay, the first one is it is green algae, and then similar to green plants in cell structure and biochemistry. Chlorophyll A and B, carotenoids, and then store food. It is starch. That means algae store starch in their own body, and then its cell wall is built by cellulose. It's single cell, filamentous, and colonial. Most are freshwater inhabitants. The example of phylum chlorophyll is Calamidomonas. It is unicellular. Okay. The next one is kingdom Protista. The next one is algae phylum. Next one is the characteristic of Calamidomonas. Unique characteristics is their characteristic is it is unicellular with two flagella. It has chloroplast. It has chloroplast, single cup shape that contain pyronoid. A structure that is mean a structure where starch is synthesized, and then it has red pigment eye spot. It is as we known as stigma. Sensitive. It is so sensitive to light and necessary for photosynthesis. May produce asexually by mitosis. It also may reproduce sexually when condition is unfavorable. Okay, and then it is for involves the information of gametes in unicellular gametangia. And then type of sexual reproduction is isogamous. Reproduction involves gametes which are identical in size and shape. Okay, let's see what about is phylum Phaeophyta, or we call it is as Fucus. Okay, and then unique characteristics. It is their characteristic is brown. It is brown algae. It is also created with chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C, carotenoids, including fucosantine. It also stored laminarin as their food. Okay, and then it is multicellular. The largest and most complex of algae is fucus. Most are marine. That is, it means most of fucus were marine. Okay, and then their body, the special of their body is consists of hold fast, stipe blade, leaf-like blade, where most photosynthetic occur, stem-like stipes, fruit-like actor. Okay, that's all for my parts. Okay, now let's move to my study maths parts. It is talk about protozoa. Okay, let's check it out. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohammad bin Muhammad Zaini and my metric number is M2020181131. And I'm going to present the second major group of the protista, which is protozoa. Protozoa is unicellular eukaryotic microorganism which exhibit animal-like characteristics. Generally found in colorless and motile, and protozoa is heterotrophic and lack of cell wall. Protozoa was classified into 4 phylum. First is phylum Euglenophita, the second is phylum Rhizopoda, the third is phylum Pseudophora, and the last one is phylum Apicompiza. Phylum Euglenophita, named after the genus Euglena. As example, Euglena. Euglena was a eukaryotic unicellular microorganism. Euglena are small and freshwater organism that lack of cellulose wall. They also have a distinctive cell walls that composed of spiral strips termed the pelicel. Euglena has two flagella attached at the base of a flask-shaped opening called reservoir, which is located at the anterior end, and also have a stigma, or we call it eye spot, that's sensitive to light and aids the organism towards light. Euglena contain chloroplast with chlorophyll A, B, and carotenoid. Euglena also have a contractile vacuole to get rid of the body of excess water. Due to the flexibility of the pelicel, Euglena able to change its shape. Next, phylum Rhizopoda. Phylum Rhizopoda includes a large group of protists that move by means of pseudopodia. Most rhizopods use their pseudopodia to capture prey and also for locomotion. Example, the amoeba protists that are commonly found in freshwater habitats. Amoeba protists is a heterotrophic microorganism. There are 3 types of vacuoles in amoeba. A. Digestive vacuole that helps in digesting food particles. B. Food vacuole. And the last one is contractile vacuole for osmoregulator. The cytoplasm consists of ectoplasm and endoplasm, and the amoeba have a variable shape due to the flexibility. Okay, phylum Pseudophora. Phylum Pseudophora is the most complex of the protozoan. As example, Paramecium. Paramecium is holozoid that ingests bacteria or other small protists and have a fixed body shape, roundly like a slipper. Its body covered with cilia that help for locomotion and also covered by thin pelicel that make it flexible. There are 2 types of nuclei in the Paramecium. First is macronucleus that is responsible to control cell metabolism and growth. The second is micronucleus, help in generating genetic variation during sexual reproduction. Okay. Paramecium also have contractile vacuole that control water regulation, and Paramecium reproduction is usually by asexual, which is by transverse binary fission, and occasionally sexual by conjunction. Okay, the last one is phylum Apicompiza. Phylum Apicompiza is a large group of parasitic spore-forming protists. They are named after their apical complex of microtubules that enable this parasite to penetrate and attach to the tissue of their host. This group lacks specific structures for locomotion. Instead, they move by flat zinc. They are also eukaryotic and have a definite shape and only one nucleus. As example, Plasmodium sp. Plasmodium sp have a complex life cycle that involve both asexual and sexual phase, involving multiple species as hosts. This image shows the Plasmodium sp life cycle. Now we go to the importance of protists. First, protists play important roles in biosphere such as carbon dioxide fixation. The second is for food source, such as humans eat seaweed such as kelp and brown alga laminaria. The third is eutrophication, which is a process whereby water bodies receive excess nutrients that stimulate excessive growth of algae. And the last one is for human health. As example, in the Apicompeza group, there are a species in the genus Plasmodium that cause malaria to human. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, that's all for today. There is some of